The Indian government currently claims that a highly coordinated influence operation is actively trying to destabilize the country. Former IT Minister Rajeev Chandrasekhar points to specific patterns, stating the movement bears distinct marks of cross-border interference. Yet the target of this high-level intelligence assessment is a satirical, viral social media handle called the Cockroach Janata. It raises an immediate question: how exactly does a digital joke shared by young voters trigger national security protocols? If we look past the official political spin, we find the actual demographic driving this massive online engagement: millions of deeply frustrated Indian youth. Their anger has a specific catalyst. Recently, catastrophic leaks and systemic failures in the NEET medical exam derailed the futures of thousands of aspiring students. Add to that a stagnant job market. Staggering youth unemployment rates are compounding academic failures with severe economic anxiety. Seeking an outlet for these exact grievances, a young man named Abhijit Dipke created the Cockroach Janata platform. Young Indians are flocking to these alternative spaces. They aren't acting as foreign agents. They are turning to satire because mainstream political channels are ignoring their academic and economic crises. This diagram outlines the rapid mechanics of the state's crackdown. The Ministry of Electronics executed a swift directive ordering the account blocked. Focusing on the top of the chain, the legal justification derived directly from Intelligence Bureau inputs citing national security concerns. Senior BJP MP Nishikant Dubey strictly justified the move. He framed its massive popularity entirely as an opposition-manufactured plot, completely dismissing genuine anti-incumbency sentiment. This reflects the broader operating strategy of the ruling party's leadership: refuse to acknowledge domestic dissent and double down on the narrative of foreign interference. By branding domestic digital protests as cross-border threats, the state creates the legal framework required to execute immediate, sweeping censorship. Behind closed doors, however, the ruling NDA coalition is heavily fractured over this exact decision. Key BJP ally, the TDP, issued a stark public warning. They stated the government cannot take young voters for granted or silence uninfluenced platforms. Privately, senior BJP leaders are terrified by the rapid virality. Some are drawing direct parallels to the 2011 Anna Hazare protests. The decentralized digital mobilization of the Cockroach Janata closely mirrors the early days of India Against Corruption, a movement that eventually toppled the ruling government. This exposes a fatal contradiction in the government's approach. While their own political allies plead for dialogue, the state is exclusively choosing aggressive confrontation. There is a very recent electoral precedent that has these NDA allies so thoroughly spooked. In the Tamil Nadu elections, actor Vijay's newly formed TVK party secured a stunning victory by relying almost entirely on a youth-led digital-first campaign. This line graph illustrates the demographic shift. Traditional media consumption among young voters is dropping to zero, while reliance on alternative networks spikes dramatically. Translating into a bar chart, this collective frustration creates a massive voting bloc that bypasses traditional political machinery entirely. Alienating this demographic is a mathematically proven path to political destabilization. A government can ban a social media account in 24 hours, but there is no magic wand to instantly erase unemployment or exam leaks. The true vulnerability of the state lies in its arrogant refusal to listen to the very citizens it governs. When dealing with a generation defined by profound economic anxiety, censorship is a fragile tactic. Eventually, the state must choose: ban or dialogue.